You are listening to Venus Rose, interactive spiritual Q&A and the power of sound.
Music is like sunshine.
Hello, conscious souls. How are you feeling? The 999 portal is through. The number 9 is the last one of the single digits. After her, 1 and 0 form the 10th together. In old teachings like numerology or Kabbalah, the 9 is referred to as completion. Something has come full circle and a cycle has closed. The sum of digits of this year, 2025, is a 9. So on the 9th day of the 9th month, we had the 999 portal. The lunar eclipse that happened on the 7th of September, now a week ago, has opened a gateway that is still bringing energies for us to work with, to release things from our lives that we no longer need or are even to our detriment in some way. So this release energy is very dominant at present. This continues to breathe through us from the cosmos until we have the partial solar eclipse on the 21st of September. So brace yourselves, be attentive with your own needs, and try to slow down a bit, as good as possible. Think about what you no longer need. What is it that you would like to release? What kind of habits? About eating? About drinking? Or are there even toxic people you need to cut ties with? Are there negative thinking patterns you could let go of? Or are you being untrue with yourself? Are you holding yourself hostage by holding on to a grudge that might need to be released? Whatever it might be, the cosmic energies are supporting this kind of house cleaning now. I just returned from a journey that was quite an adventure. To set foot on another continent is always something special for me, since the magnitude of the different energies that are coming through the body is so palpable. I had the pleasure to meet many new people, made some friends of different ages, and tasted very good food. I was working through some of my personal stuff, and I'm so full of gratitude that the universe supported me with everything I needed on this path and more. I'm still working on something I recorded while walking those holy lands. Keep an eye on my YouTube channel named Crystal Seraphim Sounds in the upcoming week for something special there. For anyone who would like to book a one-on-one session with me with my freshly upgraded energies, check the show notes and send me an email. Being of service for Gaia or Mother Earth or Pachamama, like some call her, is one of the most sacred and special things for me to do in life. Since we are still in Virgo season, and the zodiac sign rules being of service, I would like to take a short look at it. There are many different ways to be of service. Maybe you are a waiter or waitress and you are of service to your guests. You can apply for voluntary service of a non-profit organization or something else. Perhaps you are in service for any other kind of clients. An act of service can also mean to be of help of any kind, to offer support in different ways. It involves the readiness to act on something in your social environment. People who love to be of service are present with other beings and have the energy to walk an extra mile. There is a willingness to give whatever is needed, most of the time without hesitation, and a heart big enough to be open about it. Here is why people who are like that need to be careful to not be exploited by those who are not wired that way. A question from Sandra fits so perfectly here. Thank you for sending it in. Why do I always see the things that need to be done, while others manage to ignore them and seem to go through life feeling more relaxed? Simple things like emptying the dishwasher, for example. This is so Virgo. That's why I put your question here. Please remember, we all have Virgo in our chart, but for some it is more dominant. I think it has to do with standards. We all have different ones. All depends on what you personally value in a certain area of life. To keep things in order, especially in the kitchen, can be a high standard for some. Leaving stuff in the dishwasher, whether the private one or in the office, for example, implies that someone knows there is a person with a certain sense of duty who will clear it out sooner or later. Perhaps you could ask yourself, where comes the pressure from that pushes me to do such things? Yes, I know, for some it is a sense of duty that needs to be fulfilled. Some people feel appreciated, some even superior over others when they act on every task that comes their way. Most of the time, it is a result from our upbringing, about how we were trained to handle things. Another question you could ask yourself could be, who am I serving now when I do this? Do I have the energy resources right now to do it? Am I polishing my ego right now? Or can the dishwasher simply be cleared out by someone else today? To be in service is a wonderful thing, but we should be aware that it is never a one-way street. Consciousness around the fact that we are doing it not only for others, but for ourselves as well, is needed. When I know my limits, know who am I serving and why I am doing it, I am in a good place to act with joy on my day-to-day life. When you often feel worn out because you serve too much, ask yourself where you forgot to keep yourself in focus. That is our responsibility, to be in service to our body, for example. There are certain needs that we must keep an eye on, and enough rest is one of them. When I am traveling and nurturing my adventure spirit, I am at times tired. When I challenged myself with a steep mountain pass, for instance, while being in service for Earth by doing energetic grid work for her and humanity, as example. This is one thing, but being overly tired by being in service to others on a daily basis is something different. And short, for those who are not familiar with the term grid work in a spiritual context, it means you visit distinct places on Earth where you can operate with various tools, just like an TCM practitioner with an acupuncture needle on a meridian, so you can release energies or activate ones for the highest good and well-being for all things existing. It is so incredible to be in service that way. You visit beautiful and interesting places. So being aware about how much energy we give away to offer others is crucial. If you love to be of service to others like I do, always keep that in mind. I'm looking forward to next week when we talk about the Virgo domain, health, everything around and concerning health. Send me some questions via email or leave comments on Instagram and my YouTube channel named Crystal Seraphim Sounds. Check in the show notes for details. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you all a beautiful start into the new week. And as always, let me know what moves you. Love to you all. Rose.